Exercise 2 was problematic because the target language was dropped at this stage, if you notice. So the instructions are saying complete the conversations with must be, might be, or can't be. And that's not proper follow through in Delta terms, because if we assume that the lesson is may, might, could, can't, and must, which again, I repeat, is too much, and some of them are interchangeable and therefore problematic, then this is what we see in action exactly, that you can't write an exercise where you are confidently asking the learner to use all of them, because you know they're not going to be able to do it. There is just, you know, for some of the items, they will be like, wow, shall I go with might or could or may? You know, they could go with either. So it's a problem that the original target language scope was dropped, because this ruins follow through, which is checked. It's in the criteria that I sent you, the 5A. And modeling of another major problem here is that modeling of the target language is not consistent. That's a really big problem, because we are teaching models of speculation, and we're speculating with nouns. So this must be an avalanche, that must be an earthquake. It can't be a flood because we are in the desert. Or so there is always the models plus B plus a noun. This was our formula so far, and then suddenly we are seeing items which are saying, you know, it can be her because she must be shopping, and that's suddenly a gerund and suddenly an action as opposed to a noun. So that's fuzzying the water for our.
So they've switched the topic, yeah.
Not only the topic, but the grammar as well, in a way. It suddenly became wider, and as a result, possibly confusing for our learner in terms of form. So this is why we want proper follow through, and this is why we want every piece in a lesson to click, because otherwise our learner is just scraping for some stable ground. Like, I thought we were practicing, you know, must be a flood, can't be an avalanche, you know, because it hasn't even snowed this year. I would say it hasn't even snowed this year. That's one example for some added padding and added context, which wasn't happening in the answers in exercise 1. So not shifting the scope of the target language is very important, because it's critical for clarity.